Let me explain the Generative AI Language Models. GPT and LLM, Large Language Models. 1. GPT, Generative Pre-trained Transformer. GPT stands for Generative, which stands for Generative AI Language Model. Instead of looking for answers that already exist, such as Google search, create answers that fit the context and context of the question. It's a trained abbreviation that means pre-training. Generates answers with background knowledge and expertise already acquired. Transformer, T, is a widely used architecture in natural language processing. Understand context and meaning by identifying the importance of each word in order. 2. LLM, Large Language Models. LLM covers different models in terms of size and training data. Naver Q, it's also developed as LLM, which is a supergiant AI of Naver. It is an AI search service created by combining HyperCLOVA-X with search. Q understands the user's search intentions and it utilizes various contents of Naver and provides them in a sentence form. We provide customized answers in Korea. It provides accurate information for questions related to Korean culture. In addition, there are various types of generative AI language models. Let's take a look at a few more things here. 1. BARD. Google introduces Lambda, an existing large language model. It is a generative AI made based on this. It has strengths in creativity and naturalness. It produces a human-like response. There's not much public information yet, but Google's. It is an AI chatbot that is expected to utilize search information. 2. Llama. This is an interactive artificial intelligence recently announced by Meta. It pre-learns a large amount of language data and talks like a human being. It is said to outperform ChatGPT even though it has fewer parameters. Currently, only related papers are published, and scientists in. It will be offered under a non-profit license for engineers. 3. HyperCLOVA-X. With a superscale AI developed by Naver Cloud. HyperCLOVA is an improved model. It has 204 billion parameters, outperforming GPT-3. The amount of Korean learning is also being promoted as competitive. In addition to this, there are various generative AI models. It is expected that Korean ChatGPT, which is expected in Korea, will come out. Recent use cases and prospects for generative AI language models. The MasterCard uses ChatGPT to send customers. We developed chatbot called KAI, which provides customized recommendations and support. Hugging Face introduces transformer architecture. Using this, we developed chatbot and AI language models for finance and healthcare. Naver Q. Naver Q will search for Naver's HyperCLOVA-X. It is an AI search service created by combining it. Understand the user's search intentions and understand Naver's. It utilizes various contents and provides them in a sentence type. It's a customized study in Korea to understand Korean culture well. It provides accurate information. Limit of Naver Q. There is a limit to not understanding complex sentences. Since we only use the information in the Naver search results window. If you enter a search term related to non-existent information, hallucination may occur. Hallucination refers to a fantastic experience that results from human perception or cognition. It's a phenomenon where something that doesn't really exist feels as if it's real. Hallucination appears primarily as a sensory experience. There are the following types. 1. Visual hallucination. It's a fantastic experience with the eyes. For example, even though people don't exist. Sometimes you see a shadowy figure in front of you. 2. Auditory hallucination. It's an auditory experience, and it's the phenomenon of hearing sounds or voices. For example, like listening to other people's voices. There are times when I feel it. 3. Tactile hallucination. It's a fantastic experience on your skin or body. For example, There are cases where you feel bugs crawling around. 4. Gustatory hallucination. It's a fantastic experience to taste in your mouth. For example, it tastes bitter. There are times when I actually didn't eat anything. 5. Olfactory hallucination. It is a fantastic experience to feel the smell through your nose. For example, when you feel something unpleasant. There are cases where there is no such smell around. Hallucination may be related to mental illness, addiction, brain damage, stress, etc. The exact causes vary. If you're experiencing hallucination, I recommend consulting with a professional.